My presentation is on Star Trek Discovery television show, CBS's newest addition to the Star Trek universe. TV show summary. Released September 24th, 2017, this branch of the Star Trek universe focuses on the journey of Michael Burnham, the first officer of the USS Shunjo. Michael is the first Starfleet officer to come in contact with the Klingon race after 100 years of separation. Things don't go as planned, and a war is started. Michael is in jail, her captain and ship are dead, and she has no hope of a second chance. Until she is picked up by the USS Discovery to help complete their mission to end the war and save lives. Sci-fi genre semantics. This show embodies everything we know as science fiction. It has ships that are capable of space travel and more. For example, the Discovery not only travels through space, but can also move from one end of the universe to the other using the mycelial network. It's also a science vessel that can analyze any spatial anomalies it comes across. The crew discovers thousands of alien species and cultures. For example, the Kelpians, the Tardigrades, and the Pavians. This branch of the Star Trek story is set before Kirk and Spock take command of the USS Enterprise, and within the show, the crew do find themselves trapped in an alternate universe. The show does contain 2 AIs. Ideologies, allegories, and metaphors. Ideologies. Discovery takes human curiosity to a new level. We are no longer separated by religious beliefs, but united by curiosity about the universe. The show makes space and the exploration of space the means to finding the answer to our existence. Allegories. This story may be back in time from the original series, but in many ways it is more evolved than the original story because we are not pushing forward in time to show changes in humans. We are looking to the past to show where we came from. We are more open to seeing things now that we hinted to in the original series. Interracial relationships and same-sex relationships. Metaphor. This show is a metaphor for social norms now versus social norms from the original series. A black woman is leading the cast, not a man. There is an open same-sex relationship, and each race and sex are represented equally, unlike in the original series when the leading man took many of the lines from his co-stars. Representation of gender and sexuality. Women are treated as equals, given the same responsibilities as men among Starfleet. To contrast this, we have the Klingon Empire, where women of lower ranks are treated like scum or slaves. Men in this show treat women with respect in Starfleet, with one exception to this, and a plot twist later in the season. The USS Discovery is flung into the Terran Empire, where Michael's captain Lorca treats her like an object and not a person, because she is important to the Emperor of the Terran Empire. Sexuality is treated normally. Dr. Colbert and Stamets are in a same-sex relationship, and it is not noted by any of the characters on the show. Representation of race/species. First, our main character is an African-American woman who projects a strong, intelligent, and kind personality and knows how to deal with difficult situations. The cast, as in previous Star Trek shows, is a beautiful tapestry of different cultures and species. For example, Captain Georgiou is Asian, Ash Tyler is of Middle Eastern descent, and Dr. Colbert is Puerto Rican. And we can't forget Saru, who is a Kelpian. Representation of class. All beings are equal in the eyes of Starfleet, but many organizations need a rank structure in order to work effectively. Starfleet organizes its rank by intelligence, curiosity, and the ability to deal with difficult situations. The old rank structure from Earth has no effect on its new culture because there is no hunger and no sickness to drive the old economy that created economic divides among groups. And when it comes to a comparison between species, Vulcans are given higher ranks rather quickly compared to human soldiers because humans have to prove themselves as intelligent as Vulcans, whose whole culture is built around building their own intelligence and curiosity about the universe, but without letting it be controlled by emotions. AI transhuman presence. There are 2 AIs present on the show: Lieutenant Nielsen, a android, and the ship's computer. Lieutenant Nielsen's presence creates a dilemma for the canon because the first android to join Starfleet should have been Commander Data in the show The Next Generation, several hundred years after Discovery takes place. So there has not been much of Lieutenant Nielsen's story in the show. The ship's computer, on the other hand, is in every episode and is important to the crew in life or death situations. One point I did not make on the slide is another character, Lieutenant Detmer, who has a cybernetic eye that replaced her normal eye after episode 2. Impact on culture and / canon. Star Trek, the original series, has a major impact on the sci-fi genre and how it was viewed by people at that time. Curiosity and intelligence was emphasized to the younger generation. For example, my mother remembers the original series when it was released and watched it every week. It made her excited and curious about space exploration. Discovery continues that legacy and presents it to kids and teens of the 21st century with many of the new norms we have become accustomed to. We still have Star Trek conventions today, and now many of them are paired with scientific conventions to show fans how far we have progressed with science. We have made this show part of our culture and history. Klingon is now a spoken language you can become fluent in and is taught at many college campuses. The show has evolved so much past what it was originally. We have higher expectations for a new branch off the original series. They made this series more a movie, much more of a movie quality in every episode, and characters that we can love and respect to honor this story and its history.
From chaos. The world doesn't always adhere to logic. Sometimes down is up. And sometimes when you're lost, you're found.
The Klingon Empire has been in disarray for generations.
We've encountered them.
We have been waiting for someone worthy of our attention.
Captain, incoming!
Change is the essential process of all existence, Commander Burnham.